Hello, this is Dr. Cooper, and welcome to English 101 again. Most of you did a great job with your orientation. Some of you had a little trouble following directions, but you'll get over it and it'll get easier as you go. But remember, you have to read everything word for word because some of the things that we do, it's very important. For instance, with email, if you don't put the heading or the subject exactly the way I want it, it won't go into the right folder that it needs to go into, and it may not be handled correctly. So for instance, if you had submitted an email correctly, you would have gotten a response back right away because my email program reads your subject heading and knows what to do when it sees that subject heading. So some of you lost points on that. Others of you didn't follow directions in terms of responding a minimum of 3 times in a discussion forum. The discussion forum was great, by the way. Thanks to all of you for introducing yourselves, and I will pick a winner soon. We already have Kelly as our winner for completing the orientation first. I think she finished that probably about 4 days before the class even started, so she got in there and got it done. Okay, so let's get started with day 3, 5. 3, 4, and 5. We're going to finish up module 1. A couple of things that you have to do in this module. First off, there is a diagnostic test that you have to take, and remember, it's a diagnostic test, so you don't get scored based on your grade. So for instance, if you get in there and you only score 60%, your grade's not 60%. You get full credit just for completing it, so there's no need to cheat or feel like you have to look up all the answers. What the diagnostic test is all about is seeing where you are at this point, and hopefully at the end you will have improved your skills. And basically you will then get a learning plan based on how you did in the diagnostic. So you want to get into the textbook, Connect Composition. I sent all of your codes to you. If you didn't get your code or you're having trouble, let me know. But you're going to go in and take that diagnostic test, and you will see your results when you're finished. The results will then give you a learning plan that basically you're going to work throughout the semester. Each module will have a handbook activity, and each of you will be working on your own learning plan. So as long as you complete the assigned exercises, number of exercises, everyone will receive credit. Doesn't matter what you're working on. Okay? So if you ace the test, then you'll just pick areas that you feel that you're weak in that you would want to improve on. Okay, because sometimes we get lucky, when we take those quizzes. All right, so that's the diagnostic. The other thing that you need to do is assignment number 2. Now your assignment number 2, let's go ahead and take a quick look at this. It's called the Writing and Reading Profile. And what you're going to do with this assignment, not only are you going to tell me a little bit about your writing and your reading history, but this is also our first chance to set up our writing portfolio. What you'll find is that in this class, our final exam is a writing portfolio. It's going to be a collection of your best work. So we're going to start adding to that collection with this assignment number 2. So go ahead and make sure that you answer all of the questions or the majority of the questions that I ask you in the writing and reading profile, and write that up in a Word document. And then you're going to cut and paste that piece of writing into your writing portfolio after you set it up. So you have to go into Blackboard, and there's a folder in assignment number 2 that says Building Your Writing Portfolio. Make sure you follow the directions there. You can find the writing portfolios in the tab on the left side that says Grades, Email / Portfolios. If you click on that, you'll be able to get started setting up your portfolio. But I have a screencast for you that'll help you do that, and I also have a handout for you. The handout is a little different, but you should be able to figure out once you get in the right area. Don't forget that you need a code for that portfolio when you want to share it with the rest of the class, and make sure that you do that last step, because if you don't, I won't be able to see it. Okay, so if you want me to grade it, make sure that you share it using the code gcc.2010.summer1.10429. That's the code. Okay, so that's it, pretty much it for assignment number 2. Make sure you write at least a page, and then of course you have 3 days to get this finished. So after you've completed your diagnostic, I almost forgot this part, you have to write a journal. So journal, you'll find in the Journal / Blogs tab. Each person has their own journal. If you don't see your name listed, let me know and I'll add it for you. But you basically are just going to talk about the diagnostic test. I mean, I know it's been a while. If someone asked me to take a diagnostic test in English right now, I probably wouldn't do as well either. So what did you think about that test? How did you do? We're going to write in your blog. Remember, there's a minimum of 5 sentences required for your blogs. I will post the rubric for the blog, how the blogs are graded, soon. I don't think I have that there, so I'll do that. And then lastly, reading. You have some reading to do. Now, the one thing that students have been asking is when you go into the reading folder after you've registered for your free online textbook, I have some handouts for you to read. Those are just PDF files. Make sure you download those and read those. Take some notes because the quiz will have some information about rhetoric and the rhetorical appeals on it. And then also from the reading quiz, we'll have questions on that. But anyway, so once you register for your online textbook, you can click on these links to get to the chapters. Now, a lot of the chapters have exercises in them. These exercises are not graded, but I do want for you to sort of work through the exercises in your head. You don't have to write them down or turn them in, but you want to go through them. Mark everything completed as you go through each step. Just keep hitting next, next. So you want to read the whole chapter. Okay? So I left some information there for you on that and how to get registered. If you're having trouble with the online textbook, let me know right away so I can help you with that as well. Okay, so 3 days to get that stuff done, and we're on a tight timeline, so make sure that you are staying on task because you don't want to be left out. If you've noticed on the list, you'll notice that 2 people were already dropped because they haven't completed the orientation. If you're not keeping up, I'm going to do you a favor and drop you from the class because I know you don't want an F. So if you are serious about this class, you got to stay up with things. So June 3rd, 4th, and 5th, today, tomorrow, and Saturday, we will be finishing up Module 1. You want to make sure that you have those assignments completed because I'm going to grade them, get them back to you, and we're moving on to Module 2. Okay, so good luck. If you have any questions, remember, you can text me. Number's 602-325-3259. You can email me at dr.coop@freshmancomp.com. And then, of course, you can call me at that number as well. Calling is a little more difficult. You can probably just have to leave a message and I'll call you back. If you text me or email me, I can usually respond right away if you send it to the right email address. Okay, that's it for now, and good luck with Module 1, Day 3, 4, and 5.